I almost dropped these hot sauces on the ground.
Was that on film?
So as this video comes out, today is Sunday, and Sundays are hot sauce days. And
Hot sauce. Is it called Hot Sauce Sunday?
No, it doesn't.
Sauce
it
Sunday.
Might be. It might be. I don't
Sauce
know.
Sunday.
I don't have a name for it yet.
Sunday sauce.
But I do talk about hot sauces generally on Sundays, and this guy is like Mr. Wizard of hot sauce apparently. I've never seen a more in-depth ingredient list in hot sauce in my entire life, and we're going to be trying.
It's probably
both of
super
these.
hot because the front is like shot on his iPhone. It's a good photo, and you can shoot great photos on iPhones. But I'm just saying, like,
so
that's when you need to.
These
have
are
your
two
guard up.
seasonal releases from Drew's Chili Company, and this guy's from Canada. And we have his Winter Reserve 2018 and his Harvest Creations of 2018. He hand signed both bottles when he sent these to me. These have the craziest ingredient lists.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep that bottle.
So we're going to start out with this one right here, which is the Stone Fruit Saison, because it's lower on the heat scale, and I don't want to have our palates blown out.
Hold on one second. That's lower. Okay. This is. We'll talk about that one in a second. Let's talk about this. Sorry,
All right.
I'm not trying to take over here.
So,
I would never ever pick that off a store shelf just from the color.
what, dude?
I just want to put that out there.
Why, man?
It's just I don't know. Like I would put that like it's just too fruity looking.
Dude, fruit and heat and hot sauces, that's a good thing.
No,
I'm so into.
Not super. I'm down to try it.
I'm interested to see how you feel about this. Okay, so this is Harvest Creations 2018. It's a Stone Fruit Saison. It says, this sauce brings you the freshest and brightest flavors of Ontario in a bottle. Locally conscious ingredients provide the backdrop for a truly enjoyable experience. Amazing on everything. Yup, everything. Enjoy. All right, so listen to the...
Was that an extra yup in there?
There was.
Oh, okay.
So listen to the ingredient list. Locally harvested Ontario peaches, locally harvested Ontario apricots, locally harvested fresh chilies, including sugar roast peach, Ajay mangoes, Big Sun habaneros, pimenta pumas, locally harvested Vidalia onions, distilled vinegar, Ontario craft brewed Saison beer, brown sugar, calamansi lime juice, fresh locally harvested lemongrass puree, fresh turmeric puree, fresh mint leaves, fresh Ontario garlic, fresh mint flowers, kaffir lemon leaves, fresh locally harvested cilantro leaves, and Mexican vanilla.
Mexican vanilla?
There is so much going on in this hot sauce.
I want to point out that the word locally means nothing when it's been shipped across the world to a different country. You know, like it's like when you're in Ontario, that's awesome.
Yes, but I guess what you're saying is like the source of the ingredient,
right?
To the production,
yeah, it's like, it's fresh.
You know, it's super fresh.
Oh, they've got ones from down the street. Oh, they've got ones from Ontario.
All right, so grab your little tasting spoon over there.
Why is it in the green box? You guys can't see that.
You cannot see that. That's the safety zone, man.
Oh, that's for your markings, like on the tape. Okay,
absolutely.
I get it.
All right, you can load up and do as much as you would like.
What kind of wall should I have for this?
You haven't been in my videos in a long.
Is that a lot?
I do a full spoonful now.
This is like a cough syrup full. It looks like cough syrup just because the. Oh well, here, come on, do me up, dude. Usually we're doing like just little dots.
I know we've upped our game here. All right, so.
Well, that's what he did.
All right, cheers.
You want no? Okay. Well, it tastes fresh.
It tastes very fresh. I'm getting the peaches and apricots and vinegar basically immediately. Where's the vinegar aspect?
Where's
in
the
this?
heat?
Oh,
There's no heat. Is it supposed to be hot?
No, it's not. This is a 3 out of 10.
Okay,
3 out of 10. This is
3 out of 10.
This is all about flavor.
You dropped some.
Immediately, I'm just concentrating on how fresh of a flavor this is.
Oh, yeah, it tastes fantastic.
And it's actually a lot thinner of a sauce than I thought it was going to be. You need a paper towel.
I need a paper towel. So that's what I was looking around for. Oh, you see, you're so prepared.
There you go. You're not the first person to spill.
Dude, it's a thing. You need to give maybe like square spoons that have like a little fence, like for people like me. A fence spoon.
There you go.
Can that invention be made?
A deeper spoon.
No, dude, a fence. Like it's a normal spoon, then you just have little like fences. It's like a hockey rink on a spoon. I want that.
All right, so I was immediately getting the fruit and the lime and the vinegar kind of came second to me. There is just so much going on in this. I'm basically getting no heat at all. Very little kind of pepper flavor to it.
This tastes as if like you walked in, you're going to somebody's houses you don't know, and then your friend who knows them, they're like, this is the story, okay? They're like, this guy's a chef, and you're like, oh, okay. And then you walk in, and he's wearing his chef gear, he's wearing his hat, and he's like, I just made this, and he put it on a spoon, in a freaking hockey rink spoon, because he knows he's a chef, he knows how to do it. And then you eat it, and you're like, it tastes like a chef made it. I could have just ignored the first part of the story and say that, but it tastes like it's really well done.
It does taste.
It tastes
very
fresh. It tastes like he knew what he was drew. It tastes like he knows what he's doing.
Like there is literally a piece of cilantro like floating in this. You know, like this is a very. I can't say more than just a very fresh kind of flavor profile to it. It's a lot of a looser sauce than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to have more consistency. I thought it was going to be a little bit thicker, but it's not. It's looser, and actually, I really enjoy that. But there is still a little bit of body to the sauce.
So I'm going to go out on a waiver.
I don't know what I would put that on, though.
I'm going to sign a waiver and say this right here gets Brian Ames' stamp of freshness. Make that a thing. Put it up on the screen right there. Stamp of freshness. It's good. It's quality.
I've said this before, but I think this is like a dessert kind of thing, like on like a peach cobbler, you know?
It would taste great on a cheesecake.
You know, actually, you're
like
right.
a spicy cheesecake.
Dude,
that would be.
This would be so
please
good.
Keep that.
So good on cheesecake.
It would be so good on a cheesecake, dude.
That'd be amazing on cheesecake.
What is? Because I don't really like. I say things without fully understanding what I'm saying until I say it. Mm-hmm. But that one, when I said it, I was like, that makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it.
All right, moving on. I'm very interested in this one too. Where's my knife? Okay. This one's got a little wax seal on it.
Yeah. Maker's Mark.
Okay. The second one is Hibernaculum hot sauce.
Dude, yeah, that's what I wanted to, like, what is that, like, cool? Like,
I don't know what it means.
I didn't know because there's a bunch of periods, FYI. It's like, it's not spelled.
Hibernaculum.
No, it's, look at me. It's hi, period, burr, period, knack, period, you, period, lum. No period.
Let's see what the back of it says. This winter come warm up with Hibernaculum hot sauce. We gathered some of the world's most flavorful and smoky chilies and paired them along with some Ontario, Canada's finest gourmet ingredients. From Vidal ice wine from the Niagara region to super tasty mushrooms, fiddleheads, and resinous conifers from the boreal forest. Enjoy.
Not locally. I want to point that out. That does not locally. And what is ice wine?
Ice wine?
Is that a thing? That's a thing?
Absolutely, man.
I feel like that should be something in like Game of Thrones.
Ice wine is, I believe, I don't know if all ice wines are made from apples, but you basically, so you make like, you compress apples so you have the juice, and then you freeze that until the, you're basically separating the juice from the water content of it, so it's very, very concentrated, and then fermenting that and making ice wine.
Okay.
So,
there you guys go.
Ingredients: Aleppo chilies, pimente. I'm going to slaughter some of these. Pimente Lespe chilies, Spanish Nora chilies, Ajay Pancha chilies, Pecan smoked ghost chilies, Pasilla Negro chilies, Niagara Vidal ice wine vinegar reduction, champagne vinegar, Spanish onions, golden foot chanterelle mushrooms, morel mushrooms, bolete mushrooms, conifer infusion, including balsam fir needles, spruce tips, cedar leaves, maple water, sorrel flowers, fiddleheads, cattail hearts, hickory smoked salt, smoked fleur de sal, Spanish smoked sea salt.
At what point of the process does he like? All right,
this is the craziest ingredient list.
98% of these in there, and he's like tasting it, and he's like, you know what? I need maybe just a touch of bolete mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like this could use some.
It's the craziest ingredients.
It's so many. Like
there's so many ingredients in this, and I think it's really cool.
And I believe it because I went over to his house and he was a chef, and I back him.
Okay.
All right.
Load up on your side. See, all right. I waited kind of strategically for this hot sauce for this time of year because I'm really hoping this is going to pair.
Well, this is when
really
the ice wine is the best.
Well, I think this is going to pair nicely with Thanksgiving coming up in a couple days. This is like my Thanksgiving table sauce.
You were talking about having us over, and if you don't serve a cheesecake with that on it, I'm not coming over ever again.
All right, cheers.
All right. Well, the guy nails the texture.
Texture for sure.
I don't know if it'd be good, like, is this supposed to be, like, on stuff? Or is this supposed to be, like, just, is this supposed to be, like, just, like, hey, I have a taco, let me just pour this on it? Or is it, like cook with it? Because it's fantastic texture for just putting it in your mouth.
I know, right? Like, I just want to drink this. This is, like, one of the coolest hot sauces I think I've ever had.
It's all you're going to cry. This is what the coolest.
No. So, smoky flavors, chilies, again, a good amount of vinegar from this. There's some body, I feel like, from the mushrooms. And maybe a little bit of kind of like meaty, kind of meatiness.
With a hint of bolete mushrooms on my tongue.
I'm getting some meatiness from these mushrooms as well.
It kind of tastes like a walk in the wilderness.
A walk in the wilderness.
It tastes like a walk in the wilderness. It tastes fantastic.
The hardest thing I'm having with this is that there's so much complexity with these hot sauces. I don't even know if my palate is like good enough to really like sort anything out.
Yeah.
There's just so much.
He should have like
going
maybe.
on.
I think it's put a little too much radish shavings on there. Because you know it's in there.
I will say that I love this hot sauce, and I think that this is going to be. I want to put this on turkey. I want to put this on. I want to use this on all of my Thanksgiving things.
It's a 6 out of 10, right?
6 out of 10.
It's a good like general hot sauce. Like so, if
Yes.
someone wants something hot that's not the best at hot stuff, this is a really good one.
Yes, I would say that he's saying this is a 6 out of 10, and he's saying that this is a 3 out of 10. I would put this on my scale at like a 0,
Yeah.
a 0 out of 10. I think I'm detecting no heat in this, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. Like I don't know if this is necessarily intended to have a lot of heat. It's just to have that fruit. I think this one is definitely more about the fruit, the sweetness, and the complexity there. This one is all about, to me, the smokiness and like the body of the mushrooms that are going on with this. And I would give this this is like a 3 out of 10 in heat for me. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
it doesn't pack a punch.
Yeah, no, but that's just my palate. So, they're both absolutely fantastic sauces. But again, the hardest thing I'm having with this is that I don't know if my palate is like sophisticated enough to pick out all of these insane ingredients. You know, I can get generalizations.
No.
You know, I'm getting smoky. I'm getting vinegar. I'm getting body from mushrooms. I love the texture of these hot sauces. They taste great. But you know, I'm not like going, oh man, I'm so glad that he had that ice wine in there. You know, like,
yeah, I don't know.
I can't detect these things. So
I know.
there's just a lot going on.
All joking aside, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
This is a really, really high quality hot sauce. It's not going to blow you out of the water, but it has a lot of depth when it comes to flavor, and even though we don't understand it, we like it.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
This is one of the more interesting hot sauces I think I've ever had in my life.
It's complex.
I really, really like it. Anyways, thank you, Andy, for joining me on this. Thank you to Drew from Drew's Chili Company for sending these over. He is a fantastic person.
Yeah, go to his kitchen if he invites you over.
I'm in the description below, I'll put a link to Andy's channel. You already know who he is probably, but you need to check him out if you do not. I'll put a link to Drew's Chili Company so you can check out their sauces. I urge you to check them out. They're some crazy things.
And a geotag to his kitchen.
Thank you guys for checking out the video. See you guys on the next.
Hey, this is Brian Ames. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.